If you had your choice to start your goaltender for the Toronto Maple Leafs right now going into playoffs, who do you put in there?
I'm going Stolarz. I don't have any faith in Wall, to be honest with you. I go Stolarz, and I'd ride him until the wheels fall off. And if something happens, I'd throw Muzz in there for the starter, get Stolarz out, and then have Wall be the backup the whole way through. I have zero faith in Wall.
That's you thinking with your heart and not your brain once again.
No. Stolarz is my guy. Ride him till the wheels fall off, and then I put the Cup champ as the starter if Stolarz comes out at some point.
It's starting to creep up in my algorithm. A lot of the pundits saying, the Leafs haven't had goaltending like this since you go back to the Pat Quinn administration. What has he done? Does he have any experience in the playoffs?
Who, Stolarz?
Yeah.
Well, he gave up a 7 spot against the Oilers last year in Florida.
Right. So, there's that. So I don't know why they're putting all their eggs in that basket.
Well, what's the saying Mike Tyson has? Everybody's got a plan until you get punched in the face. And you can have a great regular season, throw up a 925, win your games, get you into the dance, win the division for the third time in Leafs history. When game 1 starts, when everybody knows this is where the ship usually sinks, it's springtime. This is what they do. They're going to play Tampa, who they've lost to. They're going to play Florida, who they've lost to 2 playoffs in a row, I think.
The Toronto Titanic, they look good until they hit the ice. Look, I had egg on my face last year after talking big about the Winnipeg Jets, and then Connor Hellebuck went out there and somebody else infested his body a la Space Jam, and he had no idea what he was doing out there. I think it's going to be a different story this year, but you never know, man. Like you said, playoffs are a completely different season, and I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it's a completely different season.
Well, what did Wayne Gretzky say? There was the exhibition season, the regular season, first round of the playoffs, 2 through 3, and the Cup final. You have 5 seasons in hockey, all completely different animals.
I think that's another reason, and I know that some people put a lot of stock in this, other people don't, but the Western Conference, there's no arguing, have the tougher schedule when it comes to travel in the National Hockey League. I mean, you look at the Metro Division, I mean, they're sleeping in their own bed most nights, even after road games, which is fantastic, don't get me wrong. But the LA Kings, you look at them, they're an older team as far as an average age, and they've got a tough schedule. Winnipeg Jets have got a tough schedule. So the question lies, is that an advantage going into the playoffs where, you're traveling as extensive? Is it just putting more miles on the plane when you get to that point? Or is it harder on the guys that are used to being in their own bed every night, now having to go on road trips? Their schedule's completely changed. That, again, is part of the whole new season situation because you're going under different kind of duress. So there are so many variables in the equation of what happens in the playoffs, and we've seen the St. Louis Blues, an absolute underdog, go out and win the Stanley Cup one year. We've seen teams that have been the number 1 ranked President's Trophies getting bounced in the first round. We've seen goaltenders win the win the Vezina Trophy and then go out and lay an egg in the first round. So who knows, man? All you got to do is get in to the top 16, and we'll see what happens after that.
Hey, if you enjoyed this video, hit the subscribe button. We do a new podcast every single Sunday during the season called Sling the Biscuit. It is a non-mainstream hockey podcast, so we talk about my hockey career, the minor pros, Spain, the Fed, you name it, all the stuff that you won't hear in the mainstream news.
Music,
pop culture,
politics, a little bit.
Thanks for watching this video, and we'll see you soon.